I really did want to make a difference. I really did care.
Here at ScreenRant, we're also wondering why Maeve wasn't in Season 4. Is Maeve going to be back for the show's 5th and final season? For now, this question has no straightforward answer. However, with Maeve still alive, her return isn't impossible. Notably, back in 2022, right after Maeve's last appearance in Season 3, The Boys showrunner Eric Kripke spoke with Variety to address her future. I don't think The Boys will end without Maeve showing up again. Obviously, we didn't want to kill her and fall into the tropes of gay characters and bisexual characters in shows getting killed. We wanted to do the opposite of that and send her off with a happy ending with Elena. Apart from avoiding the bury your gays trope, Kripke explains that Maeve's exit also made way for the rise of a more central female character, Annie. It was important for her next step for her mentor characters and her protector characters to go away. There's no one left but Annie, so what's she going to do? Indeed, even though the boys lost the fight in Season 4, Annie saw a lot of growth this season. But what about Maeve? It's been 2 years since Eric Kripke said that the boys won't end without Maeve showing up again, and since then there hasn't been any real news about Maeve's return. That said, there are clues about Maeve's future within the show. In Season 3, after Maeve tackled Soldier Boy out of the window of Vought Tower, Soldier Boy detonated with him and Maeve still in the air. While the government took Soldier Boy into custody, the boys hid Maeve, who is depowered and missing one eye, but happily and safely living with her girlfriend Elena. Ashley even deleted proof that Maeve was still alive to keep Homelander away, and therein lies a possible answer to Maeve's fate.
Just so you know, I'll shatter whatever you try to stick up there.
In Season 4, when Homelander decided to kill every Vought employee with dirt on the Seven, Ashley topped their hit list. Ashley panicked and immediately injected herself with Compound V. Instantly, Ashley's hair fell off as her skull bulged grotesquely, and the scene ended without revealing her powers. Unfortunately, Ashley can't turn to the boys for help, as the team was either arrested or scattered in Season 4. However, if there's one person who can actually help Ashley, it's Maeve. If Maeve has been wondering when Vought will eventually find her, Ashley can put those anxieties to rest. In turn, Maeve may be inclined to shelter a fellow Vought defector. With Ashley and Maeve being highly knowledgeable about the Seven's operations, the boys could continue its long tradition of bringing together strong female characters to kick fascist ass in Season 5.
Our weakness is the same as anyone's. It's people.
For now, there's no telling for sure whether Maeve's return will happen, but here at ScreenRant, we're hoping that it does. Maeve already has the show's best redemption arc, but it's hard to imagine her sitting still while Homelander takes over America. Thanks for watching ScreenRant. Stay tuned for more movie news.
You. I know. You're a disappointment.
The Boys Season 4 ended by teasing the return of Soldier Boy. Today on ScreenRant, let's dive into what this means for The Boys' 5th and final season. In the mid-credits scene of the Season 4 finale, President Calhoun revealed to Homelander where Soldier Boy was being kept by the government. Asleep, but still alive. This twist will have huge implications for the show's next and final season. For starters, Soldier Boy's return is likely to lead to Homelander's death. When they last met back in Season 3, Homelander wanted to reconcile with Soldier Boy, his real father, but Soldier Boy and Butcher were there to kill him. Ryan then defended Homelander and was attacked by Soldier Boy, forcing Homelander and Butcher to team up against Soldier Boy instead. Before Soldier Boy could unleash his biggest soup-nullifying explosion, Maeve tackles him out the window, saving everyone else but rendering Maeve powerless and Soldier Boy unconscious. 2 seasons later, Soldier Boy is not going to be happy seeing Homelander's face when he finally wakes up. Yet, this long overdue father-son reunion is practically guaranteed. Homelander is literally programmed to always seek the approval of the nearest father figure. Blinded by his vision of not just Ryan, but also Soldier Boy ruling by his side, Homelander is bound to bring back the only Soup who can shut down his powers. On the other hand, it's possible that Season 4 Wildcard Sage could succeed where Homelander failed, convincing Soldier Boy to join the Seven. The show's writers would have a field day writing racially charged dialogue between Soldier Boy and Sage. Apart from their hilarious banter, banter, Sage wouldn't be able to resist manipulating someone as dangerous as Soldier Boy. She might not even need to lobotomize herself before seducing Soldier Boy and convincing him to play father to Homelander. That said, as a parody of Captain America, Soldier Boy's all about the Red Scare. It won't take long before he accuses Homelander's soup tyranny of communism, giving Soldier Boy a reason to finish what he and Butcher set out to do in Season 3. This could even be part of Sage's plan all along. Sage made Homelander's rise possible and could just as easily take it all away. And it wouldn't even be the most outrageous way for Sage to use Soldier Boy in Season 5. Notably, Soldier Boy's powers can disable the Compound V in soups, taking away their superpowers. If the virus attacks those with Compound V, Sage could potentially develop a soup virus vaccine using Soldier Boy as a test subject. Rather than using Soldier Boy to kill and betray Homelander, Sage could synthesize a vaccine instead, making herself indispensable to Homelander's new government. Whatever happens, Soldier Boy will have a huge role in the last season. What do you see in Soldier Boy's future? Should he get a rematch with a Temp V-powered Maeve in Season 5? Tell us in the comments, and keep watching ScreenRant for more theories about the boys.
I am almost never surprised.
In The Boys Season 4, it was Sage that made Homelander's rise to power possible. Today on ScreenRant, let's dive into why Sage will likely betray Homelander in the show's 5th and last season. Like any finale episode of The Boys, the ending of Season 4 came with several big twists. After finding out that Victoria Newman had been killed, Homelander is distraught that their plan is in disarray. Newman was supposed to be the public face of the superhero coup d'etat.
The psycho who blew up Congress.
However, as Homelander broods alone in his trashed room, Sage walks in to congratulate him for their victory. Sage explains that she orchestrated Newman's death herself, got Singer to admit on video that he wanted Newman killed, and even installed Calhoun as president for Homelander to control. From managing the info leaked by A-Train to accounting for Homelander messing with her actual plan.
You are clearly punishing me for openly disagreeing with you, which you said you could handle, but clearly you can't.
Sage manipulated the boys, the Seven Vought, and the US government just to put the country in Homelander's hands. Why then would Sage betray Homelander, especially now that if she could actually do it? Although the subtext is completely lost on Homelander, Sage already revealed that her only allegiance is to herself. Sage was an original creation for the show, but just like any superhero in The Boys, she's a parody of an existing comic book character or trope. From the revelations in the Season 4 finale, Sage seems to be a parody of egoistic villains, like DC's Lex Luthor.
Are you trying to intimidate me?
I'm trying to educate you.
Like these villains, Sage is the smartest person on her planet, able to manipulate almost everyone to serve her grand plan. However, while Luthor sees himself as a hero, Sage is open about her self-serving intentions. As Sage told Homelander herself, she only helped him for fun, and to prove that she could do it. Now that Homelander is in control of the US government, Phase 2 of Sage's plan likely involves eliminating all existing threats, like Stan Edgar or Butcher. But what comes after that?
This was so much fun.
When nothing stands in Homelander's way, what's left to do for the smartest person on the planet? As fun as it was to put Homelander in power, Sage knows that the real fun is in taking it all away. While she reassured Homelander that everything was going according to plan, Sage simultaneously revealed her real intentions to the viewers, satirizing how egoistic villains perform monologues about their grand designs. Sage might even repeat the exact same lines when she finally pulls the plug on Homelander's martial law. From colluding with Stan Edgar to using Butcher or Soldier Boy, Sage has plenty of ways to betray Homelander in Season 5. Do you think Sage will betray Homelander in the end of The Boys? Thanks for watching ScreenRant. Stay tuned for more movie news.
I almost forgot. I got you something.
Inspired by the source material's satirization of comic book soups, The Boys has developed into the perfect satire of superhero movies and shows. Not only has this formula worked for The Boys across 4 seasons, the show has only gotten better with time, inarguably surpassing the comic book somewhere around Season 3. Today, ScreenRant dives into why the same pattern will continue in Season 5, the last season of The Boys.
We're coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Near the ending of the comics, Homelander also controls his own army of supes, just like in the show, but instead of being allied with the White House, comic book Homelander uses his army to attack the White House to kill the president. It is then revealed that Noir is actually a stronger version of Homelander, and Noir kills Homelander in the White House. Butcher then kills the wounded Noir. Not content with the downfall of the Seven, Butcher threatens to use the comic book version of the virus for a complete and total supe genocide. Butcher even kills most of the boys to prevent anyone from stopping him, except Huey, who eventually kills Butcher. Huey then uses the virus as leverage against Vought, forcing the company to halt any more attempts at controlling the world, or else Huey will release the virus himself. The original run of the comic ends with Huey and Annie getting their happy ending. As with any season of The Boys, the 5th and last season is likely to twist this comic book arc into something better. In fact, The Boys Season 5 depends highly on 2 characters that aren't from the comics, and were created for the show. These are Sister Sage, the wild card who debuted in Season 4, and Homelander's son Ryan. Ryan dies early in the comics, but has become the main character of the series. Notably, Sage hasn't been secretive about her main motivations to Homelander. She helped put him in charge just to prove that she could do it, and also to have a little fun. It wouldn't be surprising if Sage somehow manipulates Homelander into killing the president, just to prove that she could pull it off. Meanwhile, Ryan is likely the most durable supe on the show, but even he isn't immune to the supe virus. Ryan's death could pave the way for either Homelander or Butcher to go nuclear, and for Huey to have no choice but to kill Butcher. In short, the show has done a bang-up job of setting up the perfect twist to arrive at the same finale as the comics. Ultimately, whether the ending of the show will be better than the comics boils down to subjective opinion, and we won't truly have an answer until The Boys Season 5 streams. However, for the last 4 seasons, Amazon's The Boys has consistently surpassed the comics, and has everything it needs to do the same in the final season. Thanks for watching Screen Rant. Stay tuned for more movie news.